Hi, I'm George, the Weather Dad, to take a look at your upcoming week, and it's going to be up and down type of situation. In fact, we may be looking at our first frost right here in the Ohio Valley, especially by mid to latter part of the upcoming week. But until then, though, well, we got a little bit colder, didn't we? We had a nice couple of days of some temperatures in the lower 80s, but that I don't think is going to happen for a while now. Take a look at what you're going to be looking at here on your Monday. Yellow refers to temperatures near normal. Normal highs right now in the Ohio Valley in the mid 60s, mid for the afternoon highs, and in mid 40s for your nighttime lows. Certainly colder to the north and a little bit warmer to the south. But notice where the yellows are actually now penetrating all the way down into the southeast. These frontal systems are pushing their way down in that direction, which is really good news. One, it's giving those folks down there some relief, but also is keeping any type of tropical systems at bay. Anything that develops down in this area hits those fronts and then they shoot out into the Atlantic, and that's certainly some good news. Now that's your Monday. Here Tuesday, not much change. Lots of cool air up towards the north. In fact, most of the continental United States somewhat at normal, even a little bit below normal. By Wednesday, that's when the next shot of some colder air works its way in. You see some greens now showing up, which means high temperatures may be in the lower 60s, possibly even upper 50s, with nighttime lows down into the upper 30s, which means we could be seeing some frost in this area of the Ohio Valley, certainly to the north, and possibly freezing temperatures around the Great Lakes region. This is now on our Wednesday. Thursday, a little bit of modification on temperatures, but not much so. You can again see most of the country well below normal. By Friday, starting to see a little bit more of a warmer air starting to creep its way back into the Ohio Valley, but still fairly chilly across the area. By next Saturday, again, not much change. We do see, again, a little bit modification in some temperatures, but that's also going to come at the expense of possibly seeing some rain. And then by next Sunday, once again, pretty much the same scenario. As far as precipitation is concerned, well, we're going to dry out here in the Ohio Valley. Had almost an inch in some places, even a little bit higher in others, a little bit lower, but basically about average, about an inch. So we needed the rain. We got that. But we're going to dry out on Monday. That system moves up into the northeast and off the Atlantic seaboard. Again, notice that front stretching its way down into Florida. That's, again, pushing its way down, giving our friends down in Florida some beautiful weather for this time of year. That's on Monday. Notice what happens here on Tuesday. Another little front coming in, but a little couple of light showers, nothing really to worry about. But here's the next system that's going to bring in that much colder air. By Wednesday, you can kind of see here, and even those, look at that, lake effect showers, possibly some lake effect snow showers, especially at night. Got the warm waters of the Great Lakes, that very chilly air streaming across it, and the winds are going to be also very gusty. Now, this is on Wednesday. By Thursday, not much change. Again, lots of sunshine, and that's going to help warm temperatures up a little bit, but I still think it's going to be kind of a bit below normal. But here's that next system going to get itself organized for the Midwest here on Friday. Look what happens. Could be looking at some severe weather in the central U.S. There's the bullseye. Take a look at the Pacific Northwest. A big storm system working its way in there. By Friday, you kind of see the showers working their way in, even on into next weekend. So next weekend, even though temperatures could be a little bit warmer, looks like there could be some showers around, possibly some severe weather down towards the south. By Sunday, that moves off towards the coast. So this goes on into next weekend. Again, temperatures are probably going to be highs in the 60s if you're doing any type of planning from that standpoint. But it looks like it may be a little bit wet as well. So there you have it. It's going to be dry throughout the most of the Midwest for the next couple of days, and then another shot of some colder air. So kind of stay tuned. You may have to cover some of your plants up, especially your garden plants, if you want to keep them going a little bit longer. I'm George, the Weather Dad.